sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Luck's Colts going up against Bradford's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Kai Forbath set to kick it away for the Vikings. And off we go from the Twin Cities. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Long. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. And you're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Luck now on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Dancing to his left. A dump off here for Gore. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake to Gore. It's Luck. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Throwing is locked. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Red zone opportunity. On 1st and goal, Gore. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Swoop from 10 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bradford on 1st down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. On 1st and 10, Bradford over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You talk about a combo that works really well. Sam Bradford, short, dart-throwing quarterback, and Kyle Rudolph able to work the seams inside and make those tough catches.
Now Rudolph wound up shattering his career high with 8. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, Bradford. The left side caught by Diggs. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Henry Anderson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Sendejo. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A first down throw for Bradford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. From the gun, Bradford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And tough starting field position here. After the interception, it's Luck. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's Gore. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Now it's Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They'll run it with Gore. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
4th and inches, does he get the first? You bet he does. He knows exactly where he needs to be, and he's going to fight his way forward to get a couple of yards and ensure he keeps the chains moving.
Gore again here on first down, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. 3rd and long, it's Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Colts send out their punter. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Sherrill's to return it. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the wideout in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
First down, Bradford. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
That was second down run for Murray. Murray, strong running. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Bradford finding Rudolph there for a Viking first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Bradford now to throw on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll throw again. Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Margus Hunt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. To throw is Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. Bradford now. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball. Like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now Luck. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The Colts send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Sherrills. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Bradford. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Looking for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Time to establish the run game. It's Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Locke. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Frank Gore, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action. Show you.
He's got a man. ahead, complete. 20, 10, for touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And Luck hands this one off to Gore. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brian Robinson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Bradford on 1st down. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. On 1st and 10, Bradford buying time to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1st and goal from the 5. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Bucky Hodges taking it in. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Now Bridgewater. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. Forbath out to kick this one away.
Quan Bray now to return this football. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Luck gives to his running back, Gore. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.